You're watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
Thousands of Utahns chiming in on proposals to reduce traffic on the I-15 corridor from Farmington to Salt Lake City.
Public comments out today across the board, some advising small tweaks to plans, while others are concerned one move to cut back congestion could leave them without a home. ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kate Garner joining us now with the latest. Kate.
Glenn, Emily, I'm on Frontage Road, and directly to the west is the I-15, which is what you're hearing in the background. And less than 100 yards to the east is the Schutt family home. Now, the family tells me with this project, they are worried about the future of their entire neighborhood.
So on I-15, we're looking at a reversible lane section. We're also looking at adding some capacity. And then at each of the interchanges, we've come up with some ideas to really think about all users.
Tiffany Pocock is the project manager. The different proposed ideas could help alleviate some of the congestion along the corridor.
Short term, adding lanes will address that initial impact, but then people will buy more cars, the population will grow, and we'll need to continue to expand further and further.
Alex Cragen with Sweet Streets says his organization wants UDOT to look at sustainability.
What we need is long-term solutions like doubling front runner, investing in public transportation.
First phase of public comment is now closed, and feedback is in no short supply, with more than 2,700 people heeding the call. One person commented, "I love the new design for State Street and all Farmington options. Thank you." Another suggested, "Please move tracks 50 feet to the west to add an extra lane."
All these people and all the houses they're going to have to demolish for this Plan B, they don't care.
Dale Schutt lives in Farmington. He says one plan to move Frontage Road east would destroy his neighbors' homes.
It costs more money. It ruins more houses and displaces more families. That should be something right there.
He worries the state won't listen to the little guys.
Davis School District's going to have pull. Lagoon's going to have pull. And they don't care about the people around here.
For the Schutts, they worry for their neighbors, who are more like family.
With my mom growing up sick, they babysat me when she was in the hospital.
They hope by speaking up, they can help save their neighborhood. Now, the Schutt family tells me they hope UDOT does everything it can to continue to listen to residents and do everything it can to not get rid or knock down or ruin anyone's homes. Reporting live in Farmington, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, starting off a new week, and it is downright cold out there.
Yes, it is. Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy has been tracking these conditions. You prepped us for it, and the cold is here, Alana.
It still doesn't take away that sting, right?
No.
It definitely gets you, especially as you start your work week on a Monday. It is frigid 20s in Cache Valley, but tell me that's not pretty. So gorgeous. Cloud cover increasing in northern Utah. Not a surprise associated with a weak disturbance that could bring some light snow showers. Ooh, that northerly wind. We're freezing in Salt Lake, but it feels like we're in the low 20s. The wind chill is unforgiving. Now, we had an upper level low that dropped in and actually opened the door for these frigid temperatures. And as we head into our Tuesday, they stay put. Our northwesterly flow will carry that really cold air. Notice we're grabbing it from the Gulf of Alaska, dragging it into the Beehive State. So we stay below average through the middle of the week and unsettled with the chance of some precipitation. And I'll show you the best timing for that. But the cold's not going away. We're battling it today, and we will continue to do so for the next few days. Into the 20s now, freezing in Salt Lake, 40s in St. George, wind chill, making it feel colder than the numbers right there on your screen. You step out, and it's a little bit of a bite with that chill. Satellite radar shows the cloud cover that I talked about. That's increasing. It's coming from the north, and that's the only reason I zoomed out here so you could actually see where that little disturbance is going to drop in and impact northern Utah. We had an exiting system, clear skies for the last few hours, but nope, we stay active. Also, have to talk about air quality. We've hit the red group in Duchesne and Uinta County, and that's due to ozone. As we look at particulate matter on the eastern side of the state, we do have moderate air when it just comes to PMs, but ozone actually pumping it up in Duchesne and Uinta eastern Utah dealing with that. We do expect moderate air for Salt Lake Valley and Cache Valley into tomorrow, as well as on the eastern side of the state. So air quality starting to get a little compromised. We don't have a heavy hitter on the storm front for the next couple of days. Futurecast walks us through what to expect. Here's what I talked about tonight. That disturbance, the model kind of drapes this little line of snow from southwestern Wyoming through the Wasatch Front. Now, this would be right after ABC4 News at 10. It's not a lot of snow, folks, just some light snow showers. But because we have very cold temperatures, that could easily freeze. Watch as this kind of by midnight starts to sag into Utah County. It's gone really quickly, but that could set the stage for icy conditions for your morning commute along the Wasatch Front. So just plan accordingly there. Pretty calm and cool for tomorrow. Cool is the nice way of putting the northerly flow will be unforgiving. Then as we roll into Wednesday, we do see the chance of a quick system that wants to roll through. Best chance to see some snow with this would be over the mountains, which you notice the Uintas as well as the Wasatch and up in northern Utah. But you can't roll out some light snow showers for the Wasatch Front and even into central Utah. Things quiet down. It would be a quick hitter. And again, cold temperatures really the biggest impact there, allowing for some freezing conditions. And then as we roll into Friday, the model likes the idea of the potential of another system. Weekend looks better. Saturday, Sunday with better in the way of precipitation. I think moisture's good. So when I say that, I say, okay, we get a storm coming. I know some of you going, no, it's not better. 20s for those highs tomorrow. It will be very chilly. 30s on the eastern side of the state with Vernal getting sub-zero tonight. 20s for the I-15 corridor. 45 in St. George. Many locations will stay below the freezing point for tomorrow, so it is going to be just rough. But a gradual warming trend underway in Washington County, and you see that in St. George with dry conditions and winds Tuesday and Thursday. Wasatch Front has a slight chance. Our northwest flow keeps us unsettled with the chance of light snow showers, that quick hitter on Wednesday, and then again Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday, chance of another storm rolling in. We're going to watch how that evolves, and of course I'll keep you posted as it starts to change. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right, the mid-30s will feel so good. Right?
Yes.